One of the sad realities, especially in this life, is that when you're a person that's really focused and you know right from wrong, and you got people around you that constantly, and I mean consistently, they know better, but they always choose to do what they feel. And for example, they could be dating multiple people, which, hey, I'm not a, that's you, that's what you do. But you know that someone is going to get hurt. Or they could be working, right? I'm fixing that. I'm thinking that's, you could be working and, for example, they keep calling out and you tell them multiple times, like, yo, you got to stop doing that because you may get fired. It could be many things. And you, a person who know right from wrong, you know that, hey, you know what the struggle is. You've noticed that, hey, I know what it's like not to have money. I know what it's like that, hey, I would love to be with someone. And for me personally, you should be lucky that you got this person, that person, this girl that you're with. She's doing all that she can to make sure that you're happy, right? And I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, I had to turn. Okay, cool. And that person just shows that they're just not appreciative of what they got around them. Fellas, you could be talking to your boy, and he got this, ladies, I'm sorry. You got this one dude that she just he just comes and he cherishes the work he cherishes your friend or your family, whoever it is, and then this person consistently just hurt this guy. One thing leads to another. He blocks her for everything. Even he would even take care of her. You already know. And now she's left with Rodney. Rodney is just using her, taking her money. Now she used to get her hair done. Now she just looked terrible. You know what I mean? And when I mean terrible, you already know how karma is. Karma could really show you who you really are and what you really did. But where I'm going with this is this. The video I'm going to talk about is that people don't really know, and how can I say it? Because I wrote it down already. People don't really know what's really good until they're going through stuff, if that makes sense. But before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend. Best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Check this out. Most people don't know what they got really good until it's gone. It's really tough, especially in this world that we're living in now. We live in a world now where people just they don't they pray for something, they seek something, and they manifest it. But when it's around, they don't know how to treat it. An example, you could be many times you hear this a lot, even me personally, right? A lot of people, it was a job opportunity. And these same people, when they get the job, they're happy. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my gosh, I've been praying for this, until they get the job, until they realize that this job is not what they really thought it was really supposed to be. But guess what? There's hundreds and thousands of people that would love to be in that position, but you have it. But guess what? It's not until you tell them, like, hey, you know what I mean? You wanted this. You should be happy to just grow into it. It's not going to be easy in the beginning. And then they just shut it down. They'll jeopardize. They'll just, I won't say jeopardize. They'll do things to just not want to do it no more. They'll just stop coming into work. They would even quit. They would even, an example, they would even, start trouble, and when it's gone, and then they hear other people when they're still in that position, they're hearing that they're getting bonuses. You know what I mean? They've been promoted, and when they hear feedback, it's like, oh my gosh, yo, this job, it's much more easy now. The boss is real cool. But the hardest thing for that person was getting up. They were not used to just going in. So a lot of people, especially in this world that we're living in now, they're not used to good. They're not used to, knowing that, hey, there's levels to what you have. Appreciate the things that you have because you may not have it, right? So you got to understand too. And if you're that person who's actually, can I say, that been in that position and you regret that you've been through that, right? Yo, I'm not saying it's the end of the world because it's not. But take it as a lesson. Take it as a lesson. Um, have I been in that position where I had something and when it's gone I regretted it? Not in a relationship. Financially, I haven't reached that peak. But opportunity and opportunity, yes, I have. Right now, thank God, personally, I am in that opportunity where like I can get it back again. But everything is a lesson. Everything in this world is a lesson. Nobody's perfect. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I had that opportunity when I was in my younger 20s. Something that I was seeking, I was working towards. I was younger, right? But now, if I did not lose that opportunity, right? Right now, I would never appreciate what's going on. Now, personally, I've had the experiences that, and it's been amazing. And I have knowledge. But where I'm going with this is this. You don't realize what you have until it's gone. Relationship wise, there's many people that that understand they're fumbling that they have good people around them, they're fumbling that beautiful kind-hearted person, especially inside and definitely outside, and a lot of people are just not appreciating what they have. We live in a world now, especially, I'm noticing that like people would have people that are really interested in like seeking relationship wise, right? And it gets to the point where they'll do things where someone is showing them interest, but they're interested in that person, but they do things to make that person, trying to, how can I say it, trying to make that person, um they feel like that, okay, that person should chase them. And I just find that kind of weird until that person realizes that, hey, dang, you know what I mean, that person don't show no interest no more. That person got somebody else, and it's not until they realize, like, yo, dang, that person was really cool and this, that, and third. So fast forward, the way that person is treating that other person, and they're seeing that, it was like, damn, that could have been me. They're not gonna. A lot of times, these people have so much ego. They have an ego, and it's like pride, and it's like they're not gonna admit it, but inside, it's like, dang, it hurts inside, like that. I messed that up. So understand, when you come around people that it's not until they realize that, hey, what they got was good, until it's gone. Yo, there's nothing that you could do for them. That advice that you used to give to them, or that advice that you used to get, is not around no more. Take that as a lesson. And they have no choice but to take it as a lesson. So, and if you're around people like that, you know, I would advise for you to just separate yourself from these people. It's like if you had to keep on telling people and talking to people, and even me recently, I had to just keep on continue to talk to someone and telling them what they should do and what they should not do. I haven't heard from that person, but it's not until they got some type of hurt, they feel some type of way, they want to hit me up. I took upon myself to just separate myself because I don't need that energy around me. I don't need no one to consistently tell me what they got going on, and they only want to come around you to give, for you to give them advice, and then just not going to follow it. I just broke it down to you, you know what I mean, how they're going to feel. But how about how you feel? If you keep breaking it down that, hey, this and that, and it's just wasted energy that you're giving. It's only one ear and out the other. I had a conversation with somebody, what, it was a week ago, and I told them straight up, I was like, I just feel like, yo, whatever I tell you, just one, it goes out one ear, out the other. Person said, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay. You're always gonna, how many times are you gonna say sorry? And then you're gonna go back. I said, you're gonna go back and talk to that person again. Oh no, it's just, okay, cool. I took it upon myself. It was been like a week, 2 weeks. I noticed that person just haven't hit me up because I've been so honest with them. And that's how you got to be. You got to be honest with people because most people don't, the truth hurts them. And how you can tell a person will really feel like it hurt is when they separate themselves from you. But they're not gonna realize that, hey, you know what, you were right, and what you were saying, what you it was right, and it was proof, until they realized, okay, you know, they aren't not around that person no more, and that person was no good for them until they realize it, and then when they come around you, and that's when they come back around you, and make it look like that, hey, I want to see how you doing, or what's going on, this, that, and the third, and then when the conversation come across, oh yeah, I had to leave that person alone. Hmm. When did you stop talking to that person? When did you stop? Oh, yeah, I stopped talking to him like, 2 days ago, and you haven't talked to that person what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month ago. Make it make sense. So like I said, most people don't realize and understand what you're saying that was right, or realize that what they got going on until it's too late. So if this video resonate with you, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend. Best friend. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.